We are here. Let's fucking go. This fucking platform. Wait. How loud is this thing? Looks maxing.
The lamest people on the internet.
Start God real quick. Whoa! That's not how you spell it. Matthew. Guys, I'm gonna try to be as authentic as I can. I'm not gonna see it with all the castle anxieties and worries on the God. I do not remember what verse that is. I know it's probably Ephesians or Colossians or something. I probably didn't get it right. Dang it. Give me 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Look, Lord, from this to not judge. Hey, look, for all you non-Catholics, for all the people that don't believe that the Sabbath is on Sunday, read this verse right now. Look at this. I'm the Lord of the Sabbath. The Sabbath has been fulfilled. Look. These are non-Catholics right here. Look at this. This is like them in a nutshell, pretty much. I am the Lord of the Sabbath. That doesn't mean it was moved on to Sunday. Yes, that's what it means. Because it has been fulfilled. Which means Sunday makes it the 8th day. Because the Sabbath has been fulfilled. Get some knowledge. Read the catechism, get some knowledge. I need to read the catechism too and get some knowledge. Watch them try to argue about this instead of study to prove themselves. Crazy. I was going back and forth on this, but then I was like, it's on Sunday. Because I stopped listening to random YouTubers. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anything that I say. Just take what I've told you that's from the Bible. Take what you know that's true. And go and work on yourself. That's what I'll tell you. I know nobody's here watching. That's perfectly fine. I don't give a fuck. A brushed reed shall he not break, and smoking flax shall he not quench, till he send forth judgment into victory. Wait, what am I reading? I gotta be serious. Yeah, but, that's one thing I showed you guys. Sabbath is tomorrow. The Sabbath is not today. It's tomorrow. Damn. No more confusion. No more. No. That's the past. My mouth agreed to some of you guys and been like, oh, yeah, it's on Saturday or whatever the heck. My mind gone confused on that, but it's obviously on Sunday. Obviously. Yeah, he speaks in parables because the language is different. It's not this Greek-ass human English language that we all speak. Like how come we all speak this Greek Latin-esque language? This is weird. Like, why do we all speak Greek? Or actually, why do we all speak this Latin-esque language? Why? Why do we all speak English? Yeah, we've all been colonized, I guess. That's why, but like, why? Like, how about their ancestors sell us out to the point where, to the point where everything's colonized and Romanized? Sabbath is on Sunday. I'm not backing down from that. No confusion. I don't care about the past. No, the past is past now. I'm only person. We're on the present. We don't live in. We don't live in. And we don't live in a. We don't live in a reality that doesn't exist. We don't live in a reality that's just gone. Like what? People love to live in the past. Nostalgia. Regrets. Let go of it, bro. Let go of it. Keep talking about the old days, man. Let it go, bro. You will know. Man. No wonder said he's sick of human beings, bro. They be just saying the most dumbest shit. Especially on the internet. People be doing the most dumbest stuff on the internet. And people will talk about internet real life. Bro, what do you think you're doing in real life? Rotting. That's what they're doing. Wheats and tares. The tares. You know how tares look. Straight. Wheat's kind of bendy. Kind of like this. Because wheat is humble. The tare is pride. Pride. You just cannot humble themselves. I'm a part of the wheat. Yo. This dude has an elongated neck. That's elongated. Guys, I'm gonna crush Volo and get Giratina off stream because it takes a long time to level up my Sylveon.
Internet's got its variety of niches and groups, but I think I found the lamest one. You know, Looks Maxes. This is them, but like even lamer somehow. Blackpilling. Bro, I keep getting on like black pill content. Like people use this one clip of me where I say the first thing that somebody recognizes about you is your looks, and that's how they determine whether or not they're.
I was thinking of Joe Bart too. Anyways, he makes funny skits. I want to see some of these. So let's go. This is gonna be a kind of short stream because I'm not successful yet for some reason. I'm not having blown up yet for some reason. Platform shit.
Hey!
Every platform is shit until I become successful on this platform.
Come on,
you gotta get up. You're a developer for Rockstar Games, remember?
I ain't even no Rockstar nigga. What is you talking about?
Oh my god. Are you hungover? Damn it, I thought you got off that stuff.
There's been a lot going on, bro. I just...
It's fine.
I've already seen this. What is this? Why does he make that face?
For God's sakes, I need a girlfriend. I mean, where the hell do I find one? Do I just go on Tinder or something? Like, what do I do? I don't know. On my mother, I'll even pay for one. Last time I had one, I think it was a guy. So bad. Hairy, manly, masculine legs. dear God Almighty, I can smell it through the screen. It was so bad. It's terrible. So sad.
What am I watching?
Name
What am I
you keep
watching?
Getting in my house. Chasing security.
I thought this went don't read terms of service. Bro, this went from when you don't read terms of service to just weird shit. What am I watching? Ah, of course, yeah, there's Joker on there, of course, man. Okay, these two are funny. Guys, I made a joke about dropping the soap, not really knowing the significance of that, I guess. I don't know. It was like 4 years ago. Dumb Discord stuff. Every time I join a Discord, I get kicked or just it gets so negative, so much negativity to the point where I just gotta leave.
Alright, so, hear me out. I don't even smoke. Marijuana. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. I've never drunk. I've never did heroin. Any of that shit until I got you as a client, David. Right?
Okay.
Now I'm a junkie. So, that being said, I'm here to try to have not even a legal discussion with you, just man to man. What did you expect me to get you out of this, or?
Yeah.
Right. Have you ever watched Blue's Clues?
Are you talking about that kid show with the little blue dog?
Yeah, with the little blue dog. It's like you're literally just leaving around paw prints.
Nah, it's not. Yeah, it's not funny. I'm not laughing. I keep saying this, and I'm just like, what? Podcasts are making you stupid. Why would you watch podcasts? I don't watch podcasts. Fine. Let's go to Johto. Ash, evolve your Pokemon. It's not hard.
Alright, y'all, so it's been some time since I've done a gym review. Yeah, my bad. But we're back, and hopefully I can get a little more consistent with it. The tiers are gonna stay the same. Not like, meh, like, and love. So let's jump right into it. First, we got Ash versus Faulkner. After dealing with Team Rocket, Ash challenges Faulkner. Faulkner's first Pokemon is Hoot Hoot, and Ash's first Pokemon is...
I choose you, Chikorita!
I know we're lying. What is this? Ash just signed Chikorita up for a peace offering. This is like sending Muggsy Bogues out to guard Victor Wembanyama. He's getting stepped on.
About to beat my meat.
And when Faulkner called him out on it, he had the nerve to be like, you don't judge Pokemon by their type. This is not a Disney movie, bro. Cut that out. Hoot Hoot dodges both Vine Whips, then lands Tackle and Peck. But peep how Faulkner gave those directions. Bro said, kill that grass-type Pokemon with your Peck attack. Excuse me? Bro sounded like he wanted Chikorita gone. And he keeps this tone throughout the entire battle. Hoot Hoot dodges some more attacks, then takes out Chikorita. So Ash's next Pokemon is the Son of Arceus. Pikachu uses Agility, then thunderbolts Hoot Hoot out of the sky and finishes it with Quick Attack. Faulkner's next Pokemon is Dodrio? For the first batch? Alright, bro. Both Pokemon use Agility, then Pikachu used Thunderbolt, which Dodrio dodges. It then uses Fury Attack, followed by Drill Peck, and right as it was about to use Tri Attack, Pikachu jumped on one of its heads and took it out with Thunder. Okay. 2 for 2, let's go! Faulkner sends out Pidgeot as his last Pokemon. Ash wanted to switch out Pikachu, but he said, nah, Twinjamin, I'm straight. Buddy, you just had the Gatorade symbol next to your name a second ago. I suggest you sit. Pikachu used Thunderbolt, but it barely reached Pidgeot, allowing it to get the KO. For his last Pokemon, Ash sends out Paul George. Charizard.
Damn.
He uses flamethrower, but
Whoa!
is weaving all of them. It sends one back with whirlwind, immobilizing him, and then landing a wing attack. Anyway, Faulkner went on to say,
I mean, I know you want
"Hey,
all
not
these,
gonna lie,
so
I'd quit if I were you. You and your Charizard are clearly not ready for us Johto boys, so get going somewhere." This caused Charizard to lock in, and now he's flying again. Pidgeot went behind Charizard and used Quick Attack, so Ash decided to wait until he did it again so that Charizard could hit a turnaround Fire Spin, followed by his signature, gotta breathe, yam time! It's been so long since I've said that. Anyway, Ash wins the fight. He gets his gym badge, hip hip hooray. I liked it. Everyone showed up, except Chikorita bum-ass, but it was cool. So it goes in the like tier. Bugsy leads with Spinarak and Ash chooses Cyndaquil. Finally, he makes a good choice, but Cyndaquil isn't warmed up, so it can't use fire moves. What? Since when does a fire type need to warm up? Can't y'all just do that on command? Spinarak uses String Shot, covering Cyndaquil, so he uses Flamethrower and... You're better off using Growl at this point, man. Ash recalls Cyndaquil and sends out Chikorita. He puts too much faith in this pair. And I like to think that's because Ash has this certain type of offense that I like to call that do his ass type offense. And for some odd reason, he thinks that this do his ass type offense works for everybody when it clearly doesn't. Both Pokemon dodge each other's attacks, then Chikorita used Sweet Scent followed by Tackle to get the first knockout. Oh, never mind, I guess he really did his ass. Bugsy's next Pokemon is Metapod, and he starts spamming Harden, then one-shots Chikorita with Tackle. Well, getting one-shotted by a Metapod gotta be top 3. Bugsy's last Pokemon is Scyther, who uses Double Team, then sliced up Pikachu like some apples. Ash switches to Cyndaquil, whose flame is finally lit, so he uses Flamethrower, but Scyther uses Swords Dance to deflect it? What? Ref, you're not gonna question this? Last time I checked, Swords Dance can't deflect moves. That's not what it does. What is this, bro? Oh, y'all gonna make my head hurt. Bugsy was talking big after that ass pull he just did, so Ash pulled off one of his own and humbly threw it back at him. Cyndaquil jumped above Scyther using Swords Dance and spun in the same direction it was going and used Flamethrower, then finished the battle with Tackle. It was a regular battle, to be honest. Nothing crazy. I'm gonna put it in meh. After losing to Whitney the first time and saving Miltank from Team Rocket, Ash and Whitney have a rematch. 5 minutes left in the episode, by the way, and they're gonna try and have a battle right now. I wonder how they're gonna pull this off. Miltank uses Rollout, and Cyndaquil is voluntarily giving himself CTE. Charizard would never. Ash chooses Totodile and starts making divots in the ground, then jumps onto Miltank, but that didn't work either. But it was all a part of Ash's plan, whatever that was. So now it's all up to the son of Arceus. Again, Pikachu dodges Rollout, then hides in the divot to send Miltank flying in the air and finish it with Thunderbolt. So you mean to tell me that this freaking guy who weighs 13.2 pounds was able to launch a Pokemon 12 times his size? You got it, bro. Like, you got it, bro. I'm gonna also put this one in meh, because I'd much rather this fight have its own episode instead of it being shoved into the last 5 minutes of an episode that didn't need it. Morty sends out his Ghastly and Ash sends out his pristine shiny Noctowl. Ghastly turned on Incognito, so Noctowl used Foresight, meaning physical attacks can hit Ghastly. However, bro proceeded to go 0 for 25 and got smacked in the back of the head, so Ash benched him. Ash subs in Pikachu, and since Foresight is still in effect, he used Quick Attack, landing right in the jaw. Then Pikachu used Thunderbolt, which Ghastly dodged, allowing it to use Nightshade, which, if you don't know, does the same amount of damage as the user's level. So for it to one-shot Pikachu, it gotta be at least level 60 or higher. Cyndaquil came out and used Flamethrower, then Ghastly retaliated with Nightshade. Cyndaquil dodged them all, then ran up Ghastly's tongue and bodied him. Your final challenge: play the entire match. No subs. Oh hell no, Haunter, you tripping. Anyway, Cyndaquil hit Haunter with Swift, then evaded Hypnosis with Smokescreen. But then Haunter yanked him out of the smoke.
Is a normal
said,
type move.
Let me get a little taste. I'm so sorry. Licked him, then threw him on the ground. Diddy, is that you? On the verge of losing, Ash calls out Noctowl. It uses Foresight and dodged both tongue and hands. Then both it and Haunter had a status move clash? I don't know. Noctowl ended up getting confused, but that gave him about 5 seconds of the YN effect.
cause it flew right into that nightshade, which shouldn't even be affecting it, but okay, and came out the smoke not only with the confusion effect worn off, but with a new move, which funny enough was confusion. Ladies and gentlemen, was this the dagger? Absolutely. This just saved Ash's gym battle, cause confusion is a psychic type move and Morty's entire team is weak to psychic. Glory be to God. Knightz-Athon used confusion and rebuked Haunter. Morty calls out his Gengar and stopped confusion with Shadow Ball. It then started spamming Nightshade, so Ash was like, Knightz-Athon, Solar Flare, and sends the most blinding confusion throughout the entire building, allowing it to use Foresight and slam it with Tackle, somehow leaving a hole in the ceiling. Aren't you a ghost? Anyway, Gengar's out, and Ash just clutched the win. Low-key, I'ma put this in love. I really enjoyed this fight.
Number
In
6.
Cianwood City, Ash challenges Chuck. He starts with Pikachu and uses Thunderbolt. Poliwrath dodged all of them except the last one, so Pikachu went in with Quick Attack, and that joint looked like a Steven Adams screen the way he bounced off Poliwrath. Poliwrath used Double Hit, which ended up knocking out Pikachu, which is crazy because he just went from taking out a Dragonite and sending a 166-pound cow to the moon, just to get one-shotted by Nightshade in the last gym battle and slapped to death by Double Hit in this one. Pikachu cannot catch a break right now. And since this fight is a 2-on-2, Ash has to fight a barely injured Poliwrath and a healthy Machoke. So who does Ash put this responsibility on?
Bailey, I choose you.
Okay. Bailey dodges Water Gun, then sends a Razor Leaf right back at him. Then grabs Poliwrath with Vinyl Whip and hits him with a Skull Crusher, followed by Body Slam. Hey, my bad Bayleaf, I was unfamiliar with your game. Before Chuck sends in Machoke, he starts hyping himself up, which I don't think is safe considering Machoke can lift an entire dump truck with one hand, but you do you, man. Bayleaf turned on Ultra Instinct for about 2 seconds until she got hit. Then Bayleaf uses Vine Whip and they start tugging. Brock and Misty tried to tell Ash to lay off a bit so that Machoke could lose his balance, but Ash said, nah, I'm not about to let my Bayleaf go down to this man. Girl power all the way. Let's go, Bayleaf. We all good. Bayleaf. 1-2 step. Bayleaf followed that move with Body Slam, then finished the battle with Razor Leaf. You know what? Maybe Bayleaf's not that bad after all. Like tier. Now it's time for Ash's 6th gym battle. Jasmine chooses Magnemite and Ash chooses Pikachu. Both Pokemon dodge each other's attacks, and this goes on for a while, so Ash was like, I bet. Pikachu ate the Thunder Wave and countered immediately. He then used Quick Attack to take out Magnemite. Finally, I didn't think that was going to end. Next is Steelix, who is part ground type. So surely Ash won't keep using Pikachu, right?
Let's get in there right away, Pikachu. Thunderbolt now.
Why do I even bother? Jasmine wore Pikachu out so it can use Iron Tail and slam Pikachu. Ash sends out Cyndaquil, which is pretty risky, but we'll see what he does. Steelix uses Sandstorm to block Flamethrower, then used Dig followed by Iron Tail. They did the same thing again, but this time Ash did the Flying Godzilla to dodge. Steelix used Iron Tail, so Cyndaquil used Smokescreen, allowing it to hide in one of the holes and land a direct Flamethrower. Then Steelix was like, let me show you what I did to one of them cave explorers the other day. Bro was trying to kill him. Once Cyndaquil got out, he barely dodged Iron Tail, and it looked like he was done, but Cyndaquil turned his flame on and said, Gah! I didn't know what to say there, to be honest. Steelix countered with Sandstorm, but Cyndaquil's flamethrower was too hot, so it took over the sand, burning Steelix and ending the fight. Honestly, my only gripe with this fight is that they're still using 2 Pokemon despite being 6 badges deep, but other than that, like tier. Okay, number 7. Can't wait to see how this plays out. Price starts with Dugong and Ash with Cyndaquil. He uses Flamethrower, but Dugong dodged it and froze Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil was able to get out of it last second, then used Flamethrower. He went into the water using Quick Attack, but that was a bluff in order to lure in Dugong so Cyndaquil could use Swift. Cyndaquil followed it with Flamethrower and KO'd Dugong. Look at Ash cooking finally. Price calls out his Piloswine and uses Blizzard to hide itself and charge into Cyndaquil, knocking it back at light speed. Had that boy on his back like a baby. Pikachu's up next and he's slipping like crazy. Pikachu dodges Fury Attack last second, then when Piloswine used Blizzard, he used Thunder, which of course did nothing. So Ash gets the bright idea to start playing Pokemon Pinball. Pikachu slid under Piloswine and used Thunder, which doesn't make any sense cause why is it that when Piloswine is hit anywhere else it has no effect, but underneath it is a different story? So everything else a ground type except the shaboing boing, huh? Paloswine restores its health with rest, then uses Fury Attack and Takedown. Pikachu uses Quick Attack, followed by Thunderbolt. Then Paloswine used Takedown, so Pikachu jumped on its face and used Thunder, causing it to fall in the water. Then once it got out, Pikachu used Thunderbolt. Yeah, do it to him. Anyway, both sides go band for band on attacks. Then...
Rise's Piloswine is eliminated from the match by means of a TKO!
Huh? Wait. So you're telling me that you forfeited the match because your ground type was losing to an electric type? If you don't use magnitude or whatever ground type move they had in Gen 2, and what's funny is that literally minutes ago, he was telling Ash to forfeit because he knew he wasn't cooking nothing in that empty pot he calls a head. You know what? It is what it is, my guy. I like the battle, but the ending ruined it, so meh. Okay, final gym battle. And they brought back the all reliable. Let's get active! Claire's first Pokemon is Kingler, so Ash sends out Snorlax. Did I say Kingler? I meant Kingdra. Kingdra dodges Hyper Beam and tried to attack Snorlax, but he was unfazed. It tried Swift, but those weak-ass stars just bounced off. Snorlax went in with Body Slam, so Kingdra used Agility, but it ended up bouncing off again. And you want to know what Snorlax does? Scratches it, you know, no big deal. Kingdra uses Hydro Pump, knocking Snorlax off balance, then follows it with Hyper Beam, but Snorlax dove underwater last second. Snorlax Body Slammed Kingdra, but since he's a lot lighter underwater, Kingdra was able to escape. So Ash said, I bet. Snorlax, hit the Mario jump! Now hit the fat jump! Lean back. Snorlax continues to eat Kingdra's attacks to wear it out. Then when that happened, Snorlax punched the dragon out of it. Yeah! Big Lax way, 1-0. Gyarados is Claire's next Pokemon, and both it and Snorlax have a Beam Clash, which Snorlax ends up losing. Gyarados uses Dragon Breath, paralyzing Snorlax, then tied the battle with Hyper Beam. Ash's next Pokemon is Pikachu. He dodges Hyper Beam, then decked Gyarados with Quick Attack. Then Pikachu used Thunderbolt, but Gyarados cancelled it with Dragon Breath. And Brock over here talking about some barriers?
Wow, that Dragon Breath formed a barrier and the Thunderbolt can't get through.
Brock, as much as I love you, every time you talk on the sidelines, you don't say nothing. What you mean?
This dude is the most unfunniest Pokemon YouTuber I've ever watched in my life. Like, just stop making jokes, man. Just stop doing it. It's not funny. Like it's shit. And it's the most cringiest thing on this planet, other than Cage the Dawn. Yep, guys, I'm gonna make YouTube what it's supposed to be. I'm gonna make it what's supposed to be, because this new YouTube, this isn't it. All these new guys, and this is no YouTube. No. I'm gonna make it to what's supposed to be. Yourself, you're broadcasting yourself. I'm gonna make it exactly what it's supposed to be. And not to be myself, I gotta stop this now, because I told you it was gonna be short. So it's about to be like 30 minutes. So let's end it off with how do we end this off? Yeah, that's that. We're just gonna end it.